I am back after a long time, is it right? And nobody expect me after this long period of time. Anyway, I'm back. Okay. So last class we seen about the model train controller and the part has been just started as the two parts has been over. Now I just gonna move to the next part. This next part what I have means the first one. I hope that you can see this complete block diagram and what the text contents are available. I hope everyone can able to look. Okay, the first one is about the command. So command means what the user is telling and what the user wants the train to do and what the train driver wants the train to go. It may be left turn, it may be right turn, it may be going forward, it may be going reverse. So that we such giving from our side, that is called what's the command. The command will be in the form of a software. Okay. So whatever program we just pre-type and pre-prepared or pre-programmed, and that will be the command, and that will be up to the execution. And afterwards, and we gotta go for setting speed. I got the train previously shown this one, is it right? So we already have to set the speed. So over here, as speed setting means, so what might be the action means what previously when you start the bullet train, so you have to set the speed and till this much kilometer, and you have to go in that same speed. That means, for example, if you start from America to Australia, so I have to preset my flight speed. So at the same way, when the flight starts from America to Australia, it will be going the same speed. Okay, that means preset. So it likes like autopilot, no pilot required, autopilot completely to be started with the command of the previous. It has been given in the form of an IC. So I go for setting speed, and now this command also will be getting set inertia, how the movement of how the speed, the inertia, is it right? And I go for the values and so inertia will be the form of a number, is it right? That's why they got the numeric also here. So this inertia value will be the unassigned, it's integer. So look at over here, it might be the any unassigned pattern, but it should be integer. And afterwards, what we have, we gotta go for emergency stop. Emergency stop means what? Because at any time the command could be executed. So in order to execute, so when the train is going in very fast, it has to stop at some time. So for that also you have, because in our commercial trains we have the emergency pull. So from the pull you can do manually, but in terms of bullet train, in terms of any other higher model train controller, what we have means we have to do, and all the things could be done in the form of the software, okay, or preset command. It might be the software preset command. So both the things are very same. And afterwards, what they have, the console. Console means what? In the rails, the train moves on the rails. The train in the rails, there will be a control box available. So in our commercial days, there will be a more control box fitted on the tracks, so that the tracks might be changing, and based upon the change of tracks, the train's movement, when the train's direction also may change, is it right? So in the same way, so I got a console here. So what are the ingredients of the console? That means what are the contents of the console? Means you have the panel. So look at over here. The train means in front of the driver's compartment you have a panel. So in your bike and in your car you have a panel where the panel has a speedometer, and the panel have how much fuel consumed, how much fuel remaining, and what are the things of the vehicle, and that will be displayed in the small board dashboard called a panel. Okay, and after formatter. Formatter means that you can change. You can change the speed and you can just do any other changes. That is called a formatter. You can do, the user can able to do the formatting. And afterwards you go for a transmitter. After doing your formatting, it will be transmitted to the vehicle speed. Suppose if you want to set the speed to some speed beam, and that speed will be transmitted to the vehicle actual mechanical thing. And you go for knobs. Knob means what? So here you can have the knob. You can do up and down, and you can rotate the knob. So look at here, knob is rotating the knob. This is called what? Knob. And you go for a sender. So transmit, there should be a sender available. And afterwards a physical object. Physical object means suppose if any other object is interfering, if it's coming in front of a vehicle, in front of any other things about a train, so the train has to sense. And while sensing, suppose the object is a very high or essential, and if the train wants to stop, it's automatically to be sending command to the e-stop. So then if the e-stop is activated, the train will be stopping. So it will be just recovering from a very great and massive unwanted blur or west things. So right. So that's called physical. So this is said to be about the console. And we go for the 1:n command. So 1:n command means what? I can give one command. I can do two commands. I can, for one command, how many execution? That is called 1:n. For one command, how many execution? One command, two execution, three execution, four execution. Likewise, I can increase my command. Okay, with respect to one command, I can increase my one more response, and I get a go for receiver. So receiver means what? My command receiver, what I'm telling, so that will be received by the receiver. And afterwards, the documentation means whatever I sending, it will be documented, will be prepared in the form of a paper, and that will be taken in the form of any note. So from the beginning, that means a history. So where the way to start it from the beginning itself, each and every time, each and every moment, what the user is sending, that will be documented in the form of a paper. Okay, so that means e-paper, electronic paper from the bank. So I say the train has to go in the speed, so that will be documented. So change the speed, change the direction, that will be documented. So like this, the one by one line, then what we do in the Microsoft Word, the same thing will be done in the documentation. And after trains, some more simple trains, and no problem with this one. And you got the train. Train is here. Train is having the motor interface. Motor interface means what? All the overall motor is connected to the whole train. So that motor is also the main essential point of this complete console control. And after receiver, transmitter, and detector. Detector means what? Any objects are sensing, that will be in the form of a detector. And finally pulsar. Pulsar means what? You change the pulse of a train. You change the pulse of the vehicle. That means what? It's about the change of speed and change of more pulsing with respect to frequency. Okay. So these things are complete thing about the complete form block diagram of a microcontroller. Anyway, I hope you are becoming clear. If you want just any other doubts, just make a comment or do make a comments in the comment box. So we hope. So I'll be just meeting you once again. I'll be having a very good work after a long time. We will be meeting the next class. Thank you very much.